Mike, check. Justin Hunte, it's all happening. Thank you guys for rocking with the channel. Thank you for supporting through the Cash App and the Linktree, helping us for this mission each week. Also want to give a big shout out to my man, Jonathan Arias. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you for supporting Company Man YouTube channel, the Company Man YouTube channel. Also, we got new shirts, courtesy of Nan Live. Feel free to go ahead and take a look through those. They're right down there in the shop section below the video. And we got members. I just crossed 10 members, y'all. 10 members now, double since the last time I saw you. So I appreciate it. Now, big story today, it's all happening. If you missed it this past weekend, Childish Gambino dropped his latest release, Bando Stone and the New World Order. But all ears seem to be on one particular song, Yoshinoya. Why might everyone care about a Gambino song called Yoshinoya, you may ask? Obviously because it's a presumed Drake diss track, of course.
Another one.
'Tis the season to diss Drizzy, and apparently it's Christmas for everybody. But this isn't new friction between Donald and Aubrey. These two have been throwing shots at each other for years. In 2023, for example, during his It's All a Blur tour, Drake added a scroll across the bottom of his stage that called This Is America overrated and over-awarded. Jesus. I mean, given what we know now, yeah, This Is America is the type of song Drake would call overrated.
I know that's right.
I kid, but Drake had good reason to attack Gambino's socially conscious smash hit. In February 2023, Glover told GQ that This Is America
It started as a Drake diss, to be honest. It's like, I was like, as like a funny way of like doing it, but then I was like, this sounds kind of hard though.
Then years before that, he dissed Drake during a freestyle while performing in Sydney, Australia. He said, this hitter think he Drake. Nah, I ain't Drake. I sing better. I do better. My ish wetter. He even took shots at Drake during a talk at the Grammy Academy in 2014 too. 2014. He stated he was better than him and that he'd murder him on the mic.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
It appears Gambino's finally putting that mic to action because Yoshinoya is littered with subs directed at the Canadian, all while donning Drake's flow. The hook to Yoshinoya, for example, closes with, we don't hold back, we must move forward, stay where you at, you're supposed to, boy, hitters is fake, I won't ignore it. That's gotta be about Drake, right? I mean, now following Kendrick Lamar's Shakespeare and Shakedown, aren't we now preconditioned to think anytime any rapper says an unnamed rapper is fake, said unnamed rapper is Drake, right? Maybe it's just me.
It's you.
It gets deeper though. He says, I put your boy in the seat. You got your biz in the streets. I wash my hands when I eat. I never handled a key. I don't know no one BD, but they dependent on me. Drake's moniker's the boy. He's sonning Drake. He's putting the boy in the seat. You got your biz in the streets. So much of Drake's dirty laundry now seems to be public knowledge. I don't know no one BD, but they dependent on me. Gambino is a family man with a wife and kids, as opposed to Drizzy, who's allegedly on baby daddy time, living a baby daddy lifestyle. Here's more. Hitters don't know where I'm at. I find your house on the app. People around you ain't slack. They plotting hard when you slack. They got a gun in your back. I find your house on the app. The cover art to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is famously a picture of the embassy with multiple red SA arrows on top from that SA app. People around you ain't slack. They plotting hard when you slack. They got a gun in your back. This is who you trust when you're sleeping at night. This is all a reference to Drake having moles in OVO, wishing for his downfall. Kendrick pointed all this stuff out in 616 in LA. Then the verse closes with, I'm in the mirror, I see what I like. It is what it is, I'm right when I'm right. F with my kids, you F with your life. You F'ing these hoes, I'm F'ing my wife. I'm in the mirror, that could be a reference to Michael Jackson. Drake always compares himself to Michael Jackson. There was also that rumor that Drake planned to do a rehabilitation track to Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. Those rumors, some people say they're false. I don't know, I can't confirm it either way. A lot of people also say that TDE stepped on that track before it even had a chance to see the light of day. You effing these hoes, I'm effing my wife. Another family man comparison drawing a distinction See the maturity Gambino has versus the life Drake's living. Now, while the second verse overall is really about how well Gambino's doing in life, there are some diss bars in there, but truthfully, Gambino's diss bars kind of get redundant to me. Here's a few that lean in Drake's direction, though. Hitters' jokes are so dad, but haven't seen they son in a month. More drizzy bad dad bars. These hitters almost 50, and they dressing like a hype beast. Drake dresses like he still has to show his mom his report card. White boy throwing dirt on my name for the think piece. This one's potentially about Drake calling This Is America overrated and over-awarded. There were all kinds of think pieces around these two about that situation back in 2023 when this happened. This channel included. I did a breakdown on the back and forth between Drake and Childish Gambino on this channel. Check it out if you missed it. Here's another line. Made a song but spent more time writing the caption. Why you trolling like a female dog? Ain't you tired? My homegirl said you a stalker, so we ain't dapping. Many believe this is about Georgia Smith, who Gambino's been collaborating with quite a bit lately. I can't confirm it, but the shoe apparently fits. Switch hitter, eat a stick, and doggy bag the balls.
What did you say, nigga?
Like I said, 'tis the season to diss Drizzy, and everybody's getting their licks in. But unlike Kendrick Lamar and the rest of the rap Avengers, Gambino's ire doesn't seem to come from a place where he truly feels slighted by Drake. And I say that because during that conversation with the Recording Academy in 2014, where he said that he was better than Drake, he also said this. He said, I don't want people to think that I hate Drake. I don't hate Drake at all. I really like Drake, if not for no other reason than he makes me better. He really does. I had to fight that all the time. I knew when I was doing Childish Gambino from the beginning, like, they're not going to let me do this. They already have a rapper, singer, actor guy who's black. That's really what it was. If he was white, it would be different. They'd be like, they're not the same. It's very specific. I don't dislike Drake. I think he's a really good writer and rapper. They already have an actor, singer, rapper guy who's black. That's really what it was. If he was white, it would be different. I mean, Gambino almost sounds kind of concerned that there wouldn't be place for him in the marketplace because of Drake. He sounds like Kanye West, for example, back in 2002 when he was scared of Little Brother, that Little Brother was going to take his spot in the marketplace because both of them were flipping soul samples and rapping from a common man perspective with a sort of backpack kind of ethos, but willing to talk about the finer things in life at the same time. Bando and the New World Order is reportedly the last album under the Childish Gambino moniker, so maybe Gambino is just trying to tie up any loose ends, but I honestly feel like the friction between Donald and Drake is more Donald than Drake. I honestly think he idolizes the guy, at least for a time, because the line on Yoshinoya that stands out to me the most takes place at the end of the first verse when he says, F with my kids, you F with your life. Yes, sure, definitely Drake has a long, protracted history of talking about other people's wives and girlfriends. It's another reason why Drake deserves the smoke. But for Gambino, it's a little extra more than that. Gambino has a son named Drake. Gambino's son is named Drake. Think about this. If you really had beef with someone, would you name your child after him? I don't have the answer to these questions.
Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views that's radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.